Hello students, this is the continuation of the previous video of chapter 1. Now open page number 2. Ramakrishna Paramhans. Ramakrishna Paramhans was the torchbearer of the Indian culture. He was also a reformer and saint who had sought the truth through all the religions. He was born in Kamarpurkar village of Hooghly district in Bengal. He took interest in the religious activities from his childhood. He became a priest in the Kali temple of Dakshineshwar near Kolkata. Ramakrishna Paramhans was a torchbearer. Torchbearer means a leader in a movement. He was a great saint who sought truth through all religions from his childhood. He had interest in the religious activities. He was born in Kamarpurkar village in Hooghly district in Bengal. He was a priest and a staunch devotee at the Kali temple at Dakshineshwar near Kolkata. Many people were attracted towards him due to his preachings on purity. Now, next page, page number 3, of character and deep knowledge. He tried to attain God in various forms. Many religious reformers like Kesav Chandra Sen, Dayanand Saraswati, and others had obtained guidance from him. Those influenced by the Western culture redeveloped their faith in culture and religion of India because of the preachings of Ramakrishna Paramhans. So many people were influenced akarshit towards him because of his teachings on purity, pavitrata of character and deep knowledge. Many social reformers like Kesav Chandra Sen, Dayanand Saraswati would come to him to discuss various aspects of religion as well as to take his advice and guidance. Those people who were influenced by the Western culture had developed faith again in culture and religion of our country because of the preachings of Ramakrishna Paramhans. Swami Vivekananda, a Bengali graduate named Narendranath Dutt, 1863 to 1902 CE, came in contact with Ramakrishna Paramhans, who reciprocated his quest for knowledge. Narendra became a disciple of Ramakrishna and became an ascetic sannyasi, later acquiring the name Swami Vivekananda. He did an intensive study of the Indian and Western philosophy. So Swami Vivekananda's original name was Narendranath Dutt. He came in contact with Ramakrishna Paramhans. He was a graduate and he got a chance to interchange his search for knowledge. He became a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhans and then a sannyasi by acquiring the name of Swami Vivekananda. He thoroughly studied the Indian and Western philosophy. Swami Vivekananda advised people to serve the poor and look for God in needy people. He imbibed pride for our rich cultural heritage and faith in a bright future in the Indian youngsters. So Vivekananda advised people to serve the poor and the needy, and he said, "You will find God in them. If you will serve them, you will find God in them." He told the youngsters that their future is bright and they should feel proud of their culture and heritage. He attended the Parliament of the Religion in Chicago in the United States in the year 1893 CE. With his influential speech, he provided understanding about the Indian philosophy and culture. He propagated the Indian culture by touring various countries like the United States, Europe, Egypt, China, Japan, etc. So he explained that Indian culture and philosophy with his influential speech at the Parliament of Religion in Chicago in 1893 CE. Through his influential speech, he made the people understand about our philosophy and culture. He spread widely, prasarit kiya our culture by touring in various countries like United States, Europe, Egypt, China, Japan, etc. He was an ardent supporter of the Indian culture and a devout nationalist. He gave the legendary slogan to the Indians: Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved. Then he supported the Indian culture with a feeling and was a true patriot, Sacha Deshbhakt. He gave the slogan of Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved. Swami Vivekananda established the Ramakrishna Mission in Kolkata in the year 1897 CE in the name of his Guru. It has its headquarters at Belur. This mission adopted the ideals of service to mankind through various works. The mission followed the slogan, Service to man is service to God, by gaining motivation from the life of Ramakrishna Paramhans. Then he established Ramakrishna Mission in Kolkata in the year 1897 in the name of his Guru, and the headquarter was at Belur. This mission adopted Swami Vivekananda's goal as well as the slogan which he gave, service to man is service to God, and they got the motivation, prerna, from the life of Ramakrishna Paramhans. This mission opened schools across the nation for imparting education. Hospitals were run by the mission to help the people in need. Even today, the branches of the mission are functional in India and abroad. Now, the above mission opened schools across the nation for giving education. Hospitals were run to help the people who were in need. And today also, the branches of this mission are carrying out the work in India and also outside India, that is abroad. Now, turn your page number 4. Reformation of movements in the Muslim community. In the early 19th century, social and religious reforms were initiated in Muslim community under the leadership of people like Haji Shairatullah from Bengal and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan from Rai Bareli in Uttar Pradesh. They were motivated by the preachings of the religious leader Sir Waliullah of Delhi. They believed that the Britishers could establish their rule in a country as the Islam in India was becoming weaker and corrupted. They started Wahhabi movement in order to strengthen the Islamic religion and culture and also to make it purer. So, in the starting of 19th century, social and religious reforms changes were introduced in the Muslim community under the leadership of the people like Haji Sayyidatullah from Bengal and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan from Rai Bareli in Uttar Pradesh. They were motivated, prabhavit the, by the preachings of the religious leader Shah Waliullah of Delhi. They believed that the British had become powerful due to weak and corrupt Islamic religion. So they started Wahhabi movement to make the Islamic religion and culture stronger and purer, pavitra. Many Muslims started acquiring English education due to the impact of the Wahhabi movement and the growing influence of the Western culture. However, due to the orthodox nature of the ulema, a large number of Muslims remained deprived of the English education, social awareness, and reforms. That is why the education of Muslims and the subsequent rise of the middle class was not satisfactory. The effect of this Wahhabi movement was that many Muslims they started acquiring English education and also the increasing influence of Western culture. But the ulemas were orthodox, they were conservative by nature, Rudhivadi the. Because of them, many Muslims were not able to acquire English education and reforms and social awareness. As a result of this, the education of Muslims and the rise of the middle class was not satisfactory. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was born in an aristocrat family. During the revolt of 1857, he was serving the East India Company as an employee and had remained loyal to the company. After his retirement in 1869 CE, he went to England and was influenced by the liberal ideas of the West. He advocated the idea of acquiring the English education as a mean to reform the Muslim community of its orthodox attitude and backwardness. So Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, he was born in an aristocrat family and which has a high social rank in the society. He was serving East India Company as an employee during the revolt of 1857 and he remained loyal, faithful, wafadar to the company. He got retired in 1869 CE and went to England where he was influenced, prabhavit hue by the liberal ideas, udar vichar of the West. If people achieve the English education, that a great change will be there in the Muslim community from its orthodox attitude, Rudhivadi Ravaiya, and backwardness. The less progress was there, they would be free from that. He started a magazine, namely Tazhib ul Akhlaq, in 1870 CE. He established the Aligarh Muslim College in 1875 CE, which is known as the Aligarh Muslim University today. He translated the books of English literature and science in Urdu language and tried to make the Muslims familiar with the branches of knowledge from the West. He opposed the veil system, burqa pratha, and child marriage and advocated education for girls and widow remarriage. So then Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, he started Tehzeeb ul Akhlaq in 1870 CE, also established Aligarh Muslim College in 1875 CE, today which is known as the Aligarh Muslim University. The science book and English literature book were translated in Urdu language so that the Muslims became familiar with that book and they get knowledge of the West. He opposed the burqa pratha, child marriages, and supported widow remarriage. This college later became as the Aligarh Muslim University. So students, now the rest of the chapter will continue in the next video.